You're listening to Bro Down Podcast all fucking day. Oh, yeah.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Bro Down Podcast. I'm Andy Smith.
And I'm Tim Fulton, and this is Dear Bros. In Dear Bros, we find advice columns, bash the hell out of them, and give a little bit of our own advice at the same time. Andy's going first with one that he found. Andy, what is your question?
All right. So mine, I labeled She Did You a Favor. Okay. And the actual topic is parents strive to heal their youngest son's broken heart.
Okay.
Okay. So let me just read this for you. It's 3 paragraphs long. So not college level paragraphs, but like, freshman year high school level paragraphs. But I read at a freshman level, so it's okay. My son, a high school senior, was in a relationship with a young woman who broke up with him, and he and began dating his best friend. Tale as old as time. He was heartbroken. She played him into being friends and tell him that they're going to be best friends, but her actions prove otherwise. His father and I comforted him as best we could, but he still has feelings for her. It was a tough breakup for him, and he says he can't understand why he feels this way for her. We as parents are having a hard time keeping our opinions to ourselves. We are not happy with him still being around her and try to discourage it as much as possible. We all attend the same church, from which I've offered to remove myself, but my son says no. We limit the time he gets to be around her, but she began flaunting other dates in front of him, which is making it harder for us to be cordial towards her. How can I help my boy heal his heart and move on? He's my youngest, the last one ready to venture out to college, and I want him to have a fresh start for the new journey.
Damn, Gene. All right. He's my youngest is the best way to sum this up. He is her baby, and she is babying the shit out of him.
Yep.
Breakups fucking happen. The kid's gonna have a broken heart. You know what? People don't turn around and they're suddenly okay in life, especially if the girl ends up being as manipulative as the mom is suggesting, which who knows if that's actually true. Because if anyone breaks their baby's heart,
That's true, but
she's automatically a bitch.
we should try to remember that as much as we want to, and I do it, I'm probably the worst offender, but we should just try to take everything as fact.
Okay.
That they're writing about, unless it's egregious. But let's pretend for the first time we run through it that it's everything she's saying is true.
Okay, so my take on this is that dude is gonna have a broken heart. His parents are trying to find a magic solution to fix it, and there isn't one. They should know this, but just by the fact that they've grown up. So I think that they're taking this the wrong way. What do you think?
Yeah. So a couple things here. I definitely agree with you with what you're saying. I think that it sounds like the mom didn't like her to begin with. Just like guys have a sense for other guys, I'm sure girls have a sense for other girls, and I'm sure they just look at some people and just like, I don't fucking like that bitch. But yeah, it sounds like she doesn't like it, but I think what she's kind of doing here, and the dad, I don't know if the dad's doing the same thing, but it sounds like she's almost kind of putting her feelings not in front of his, but a little bit more than she should, as to like what she wants as opposed to what he wants, because she's like kind of obviously very upset with this girl for breaking her son's heart, and she's willing to leave her church because she doesn't want to be cordial with her anymore. Now I can understand that. All right. I know how hard it is to keep your composure sometimes, but if the end all be all is, helping your son, I don't know if the best way is to just keep talking shit about the girl that he clearly still has feelings for.
Or like, it's not a good life lesson to learn that, like, if you go through a breakup, you have to completely start changing your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just to avoid seeing this girl, you have to change churches. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, well, that's why I labeled this "She Did You a Favor," because that's some of the best advice I ever received in my life. And what the dad should probably do it, just because the dad probably knows how to say it in a dad way.
Yeah.
but it's basically like, listen, she dumped you for your best friend. And it says that she's going on other dates. So I don't know if she's still dating the best friend. But it's basically the dad's got to get this point across is that don't be pissed. She did you a favor, because if you didn't find out now that she was going to do this, you would have found out in 6 months or a year or when you were at college. Like, you're not married. You're not engaged. You guys don't live together. You don't have a fucking house together. You don't have any kids. Like, she did you a favor. Like, this is like the best case scenario of like, this not messing up your life more than it could have. And it's hard to look at it like that. But in situations like this, especially when you're that young, having somebody explain to you how to look at things from a different perspective is huge, right? Because when you're a kid, all you have is like a couple basic emotions, right? You got mad, sad, angry, like just very few. And
they're all extreme.
Yes, because the hormones and all that stuff. And also, too, like, they're not very sharp knives. They're very dull. Like, it's not making clean cuts. So, yeah, I think but they can't do this thing where they keep, it sounds like to me, and they might be very nice people where they don't curse, but I'm going to say it how I would say it. Like, it sounds like they're going around being like, stay away from this fucking bitch. She ruined your fucking last year of high school or whatever. You can't do that because you're going to teach the kid like all this negative shit when it comes to the other sex. So you got to just basically be like, listen, don't like, just let it go. Like, she did you a favor. It's over with, dude. Like, I get you still have feelings. It's going to happen.
Yeah. You know what? And I get their point too. Like, it's frustrating because like you can look at, especially with like kids, you can look at them and you can tell them point blank what's happening. You can be like, listen, this girl's going to make you miserable and she's going to manipulate you. And this is not healthy. You should stay away. And he won't listen. This is a life lesson he kind of has to learn on his own. And they're trying to find a way around that. And that just doesn't exist. So if anything, he's just going to find ways to hang out with this chick without them knowing, or like something. It's just not the right way to go about this. These are life lessons you have to learn on your own. You can console him, but you're not going to be able to direct him the way you think.
And one of the best things that that I see that works, because it worked on me, was like, if you don't, instead of being like, you can't see her, you're not allowed to see her. Basically, listen, we don't think it's like, you can do what you want. Like, if you want to see her, go see her. But we just think that you're just going to keep getting hurt and all this stuff. We don't think it's a good idea, but, you know, you're an adult, you're in charge of your own life. But, you know, just keep in mind, like, if you keep getting hurt, like, just think about what we're saying. Because that way, if the kid goes there and he does get hurt, it's on him.
Yeah.
He doesn't get to now put it on like, well, you know, if my parents weren't telling me all this stuff, like, maybe it'd be different.
Yeah.
It's basically like, oh no, they might be right, because I keep doing this and they're not stopping me. Like, there's no other outside influence here. It's all me. So let's see what Abs has to say. So it says, Dear Mom, some lessons in life. Wait, let me just ask you this real quick. How on do you think we were to her advice?
I'm going to say we were pretty close.
Okay. Dear Abs, Dear Mom, some lessons in life people must learn for themselves. And
I think I said that almost word for word.
And this is one of them. As much as you wish to help heal your son's heart, he's going to have to arrive at that realization, and there's no more pain than pleasure associated with the girl who rejected him. That is when he will move on, not before. College will provide him an opportunity to meet new people and cultivate new interests, like drugs. Like that. And being in new environments will also help. In the meantime, be patient, refrain from saying anything nasty, as tempting as it might be, about his former girlfriend, and keep your sons as busy as you can. There was two things, like, you said the first part, I said the second part.
Dude, we were like, with our powers combined, we make Captain Abby.
Yeah, we do.
Dude, we literally almost said that, like, word for word. Verbatim. Yeah. Good job, Abby.
we could be columnists, bro.
Brah.
We could be vice columnists.
Brah.
Yo, tell me what your problems are. Solve them. All right, so what's your topic, sir?
All right, mine is fitness friend. Mine's a
Mm.
little bit of a long one, but I felt like you were going to resonate with it pretty hardcore, so just bear with me.
Let me resonate, sir.
Dear Abby, I've been friends with Lorraine for 30 years. Actually, the friendship has been kind of one sided. She bugs the hell out of me. She's a super skinny health nut who constantly posts health advice and uplifting mantras on social media. Her Instagram feed is filled with pictures of her bland looking vegan food and her doing yoga poses or 5Ks in the midriff top so we can all see her 6-pack abs. She regularly donates blood plasma and posts pictures of that too. Dining with her is embarrassing because she grills the waiters on how the food is prepared, even in vegan restaurants that list all ingredients. She comes off, me anyway, as thinking that she has every facet of life figured out. She has been married twice to two jerks, keeps breaking and making up with Henry, a seemingly nice guy because he's fat, he's slightly plump yet attractive, and drinks too much. Not sure about that. Her friend, or excuse me, her son, whom she treated as an annoyance and inconvenience when he was young, is now a gun-toting drug dealer. I'm not perfect. I know I'm lazy, impatient, and drink too much. But I don't portray myself as otherwise. My husband, a nicer person than I am, doesn't understand my resentment of Lorraine and keeps reminding me how much she loves me. She does. We're both in our 50s, but I feel like I've outgrown our friendship. By the way, I don't think I'm jealous of her because I'm very happy in my marriage and feel that I am more attractive than she is despite outweighing her. Must I stay friends with Lorraine? If not, how do I end it?
Wow.
This woman sounds like a colossal bitch.
Okay, yeah. So she should be friend. She should be glad that she's got a friend. Um, so I think both of these ladies have some problems. I think that the one writing has more problems than the other one on a on a broad stroke here. But let's just dive into this. So the friend, the one that's the fitness model or
Yeah.
fitness freak or whatever. Listen, I give people shit for posting on, every little thing they do on fitness and all this stuff. But if that's what you need to do to keep the level of dedication or motivation that you have to have, then I guess it's a necessary evil, right?
Yeah.
The other stuff with being picky about all this, whatever. All right, that's a character trait. Who gives a shit? It sounds like this lady, and I'm shooting from the hip, gut feeling, bro brain here is. It sounds like she's not happy with herself, and she's watching her friend do the things that she wishes she would just do to a
Yeah.
certain extent. Like at the end, she says, like, I know that I'm a little overweight and I drink too much and all this stuff. And I think she gets reminded of that when she's looking at her friend.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling the same way. It's weird because she goes out of her way to say, I don't think that I'm jealous, which means she like saw that in her like resentment towards this woman, but at the same time, she like dismissed it. She's like, am I jealous? No, it can't be that. I'm more attractive.
Yeah. Well,
Like the whole thing just rubs me wrong.
yeah. Well, not only that, let's just put it this way. If say that, I saw a picture of both of them, and I did agree that the girl who is writing is more attractive, right?
Yeah.
Say everyone agrees that. But if the other person is happier with the way their life is, or all this stuff, or whatever, that doesn't change the fact that you can still be jealous of them. You don't have to be uglier than someone than to be jealous of them. That's not how that works.
That's true. There's more than just that.
Yeah. So I think what she's doing is she's looking at her like, why the fuck has she always got her shit together? Like, she says that she pretends like she's always got it together, but she might have a lot of aspects in her life like pretty honed in. And this girl or lady might feel like she doesn't, or her friend has areas that she wants to be like that in, but she's not. And maybe she looks at her like, why can she get so much attention on social media? Because I'm more attractive than her or whatever. But it sounds like there's some like,
but you know what's the thing that bothers me is that like at no point is she like, this person is mean to me. She just doesn't like that she's a health nut. So like she gets like it's not like she's upset because like she's getting made fun of or like she's being put down. She's upset because the woman's posting her donating plasma on Instagram. Yeah, okay, that might be annoying, but like I feel like the response isn't equal here. Like she's tearing her a new one. If you don't like
Yeah.
that, don't follow her on Instagram.
Well, it's definitely, I don't want to say a jealousy thing, but she like, it's almost like she resents her friend in a way. I don't know. I guess it is a jealousy thing because she's like talking shit about her friend. And like you said, she never even said she was mean.
Yeah.
So she's talking shit about these things that are supposed to be good qualities. And honestly, I think she wants her out of her life so she can stop being reminded.
I'm
Of
leaning
all
towards
this.
that. I'm leaning towards that too, dude. Like I feel like she has some issues.
And the fact that she thinks that she's okay, like she's the good person in this.
Yeah.
Like she's one of those people that tells a story thinking that she's going to get one response when it's actually building the case for the complete opposite response.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Do you want to hear abs?
yeah, and the fact that she like talks, I mean, I guess her son, you know, he's old enough to have a gun and be a drug dealer, so I guess he's older now. But she just went like way too hard on somebody that is considered a friend.
Yeah, exact. The whole thing bothers me.
Yeah, she didn't give her like she's a really sweet person or any, like it was just all trash. But yeah, let's hear the response. Let's hear what the ab says. You think we're going to be on money or no?
I don't know. I already read the first half, so
Okay, so you can't say. I think we're going to be like 60% on.
okay. Dear canceling. It appears you have a love-hate relationship with Lorraine. Nothing is wrong with you, and no law says you must maintain a friendship with her. When contact becomes more of an annoyance than a pleasure, many people begin editing their circle of acquaintances. The way to end your relationship with her would be to make yourself less available when she calls or wants to get together. She asks you why, explain that you have fewer of the same interests than you used to, while omitting the part about her six-pack abs.
That's so not a guy way of handling that.
No. Abs was like, we're gonna handle this delicately. The man
sh-
way would be stop being a pussy.
Yeah, well, the thing is that she doesn't really address any of the issues. All she does is go directly to like skip the country.
Yeah.
She doesn't address any of the problems there.
She doesn't like she could answer this with a question. Why are you so mad?
Yeah, why you so bitchy, bruh?
Yeah. I do agree with her that if you want to cut ties, cut ties. This is your life. Do whatever the fuck you want.
100%. Whether you're right, wrong, or indifferent, you're not obligated to be friends with anybody.
If anything, you would be doing Lorraine a service.
Yeah. But I'm not sure about that skipping over the whole thing there.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe she's pandering. Maybe this is one of those things where
it might be a little pander. It might be the easy way out. I think she was trying not to hurt feelings here. But that again, because it seems like there's so many issues there and none of them are really concrete because it's such a short like snippet.
Yeah.
That it's kind of hard to hone in on that.
Yeah, no, I see exactly what you're saying.
So I'm extending an olive branch to the abs, but but yeah, I say that the writer in this one is the more in the wrong person than the person they're writing about.
Yeah, I wholly agree with you on this one. I think woman needs to take a chill pill. She might not need to end her friendship. She might need like a Valium every now and then.
We should challenge abs to an advice off.
Advice off.
and let the public.
Yo, she liked our Instagram thing. Maybe she'll
did.
accept.
We should have an advice off where we go back and forth and let the public decide. That's all I'm saying.
I'm in.
Yeah.
So we'll stack the stands with a bunch of like 20-year-old dudes, and she'll stack the stands with a bunch of 60-year-old women, and it'll be like an even playing field.
Can you imagine it was a blowout for one side or the other? It's like,
no, I could see a bunch of 20-year-old dudes turning on us just because they think it's funny.
No guy loyalty whatsoever.
Guys don't have loyalty. It's a thing. Unless you're like in dire need.
Yeah. Weird loyalty.
Yeah, weird.
All right. I think that's about it. You want to wrap this up, bud?
All right. First, I want to start off with giving Dear Abby a shout out because we are stealing some of her content over there. But you can go and check out some of her stuff for yourself. It's a hoot. Just Google Dear Abby. You'll see her things pop up like crazy.
She's
In
like
the
the most
meantime,
famous columnist in the world for advice.
yeah, she is. I think her mother was the original Dear Abby.
Oh, runs in the family. I
Yeah.
like it.
I'm like 90% sure that's a thing.
Okay.
Anyway, so until you guys do that, let us know what you thought about these advice column thingamajiggies in the comments down below. Let us know if you think we're flaming jackasses or if you agree with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that little bell notification so you make sure you get all of our videos. And last but not least, go to brodownpro.com to get all of your awesome Bro Down gear. You can see my cardboard cutout still wearing the same shirt he's been wearing for the past 2 months. He is slowly becoming more depressed. Until
He's still
then,
got a smile on his face and vacant, blank shark eyes.
the eyes are becoming more blank every
I
single
literally
day.
stare at that cardboard cutout when I talk sometimes. Just saying.
I'm okay with that, dude.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll catch you next time.
We out.
You're listening to Bro Down Podcast all